What's up, guys? This is your guy Noob Spine here from Reddit, and what we're going to be talking about is the Xenomorph alien would slap Goku.
Well, let me know if there's any change in his condition. He's dead.
You can destroy planets, but you can never destroy what I am.
First off, I'd like to explain everything about the Dragon Ball Z universe, including the ki. The ki that basically flows through their body, and also their physical attacks, their movements, and pretty much everything else in the whole Dragon Ball Z universe, etc. So their ki basically gives them the ability to literally do anything they want, or else even put their mind to. Pretty much like Naruto, when they basically exercise all of their chakra, they can walk on water, run up trees, and even pretty much break solid bricks. And that's just a low ball. So clearly there's literally no telling, unless the author says otherwise, what a character cannot do based on their chakra, their ki, their chi, spiritual energy, etc. So up until this point, we basically even have throughout all of the Dragon Ball Z series where we have saw other characters use their ki to attack others from a mental state, and even also from a physical state as well, without even moving an inch on their body. We have basically even saw this in the Dragon Ball GT series with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta didn't even need to blink at Omega Shenron and just actually punched him without even flinching a single movement on his body. The thing about Goku being a fully powered Saiyan, literally, he can even actually, with his ki, harden his body as Gohan did with those bullets. So literally, they have the power to actually even catch flying bullets in the air and even pretty much slap them out the way like they're flies. This is exactly what ki control actually does. The ki that basically flows in, well, especially Saiyan's body, allow them to harden their muscles and harden their body based on how many times they've trained or how long they're trained. Well, clearly how powerful that Saiyan actually is. They basically are literally that powerful. So just to throw a good example, if Goku has the power, right, to blow up the entire planet with his physical strength, then the ki that he basically uses to harden his body, it will be like every single punch and every single inch of muscle on his body will be even times the power or times the mass and the strength that is in this planet. So in other words, if Goku was that strong, then that means with him hardening his bodies, his muscles will be that hard when he uses his ki. Or when Goku doesn't use his ki, then his muscles would just only be hard. But when he uses his ki in either whichever state he jumps into, that is that powerful. So what I'm really going to basically say is we're going to be talking about these crazy xenomorph things. These xenomorphs in an alien universe. There's a noob that was on Reddit and said that a xenomorph being, or whatever that thing is, could basically bite Goku, and its skin is stronger than titanium steel, yada 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 yada. And it could just go through Goku, put an egg in Goku, and do all of that. Technically, none of that ain't gonna happen, because we already have currently Goku is faster than light. And I don't know if you guys realized it, but throughout all of the Dragon Ball Z series, Goku is always aware of all of his surroundings. He's not some dumb guy that's just gonna walk in a basic plant and don't know what's gonna happen. Well, sure, we actually saw where they planned an attack on Goku. In other words, Frieza had to plan an attack on Goku in order to hit him because Goku is not good with strategies. So if anybody was going to plan to throw a Xenomorph on Goku, then they're going to have to plan it strategically, and then they're going to have to, they're going to clearly have to precisely do it as well as Frieza did it. You know, they have to literally distract Goku to literally even get his attention. So if that happens and a Xenomorph was to attack Goku, well, technically nothing's not going to happen. Goku would just actually snatch the egg off his face and just pretty much throw it into the ground and stomp on it. Not even the strongest Xenomorph aliens of all time would not even face any chance to Goku. I mean, it's just pretty crazy. Yeah, we saw where the laser hit Goku's heart. That's because Goku at that state in that transformation was not using any of his ki to tense up his muscles and pretty much protect his body from any unknown attacks because he was distracted to Frieza. Why is this? Because, well, clearly up until that point, Frieza was already beaten and there was nothing that Frieza could or could not have done to possibly continue to attack Goku. So on Goku's end, he saw that Frieza was done with and there was nothing else Frieza could do. This was the whole entire reason why that when Goku approached Frieza in that manner, he saw that there's no need for me to protect any part of my body because Frieza's the only one that I'm fighting. But the laser attack just basically threw him off course, and that's what actually got him, and that's the reason what actually happened. But even if a dumb Xenomorph egg was going to jump on Goku's face, Goku's reaction is impressively fast. So if you want to use the case of the laser attack, let's just say it jumps on his face. Well, the egg, first off, is going to have to wrap itself around Goku. It has to literally get a strong grasp of Goku's mouth, right, of his entire head. Then the egg will have to leave out of the hand-looking Xenomorph egg and go into Goku's body and go into the center of his chest. Now, guys, you have to remember, Goku is not a normal human being. In his body, he has ki, and his ki allows him to go from one transformation to another transformation. So the problem with this scenario is that when that thing jumps on Goku's head, no matter in 2 seconds or less than a split second, Goku would be done already ripped that thing off of his head. I mean, the difference is that when Goku was shot with the laser, when he got hit from behind or from the front with the laser just pretty much attacked him in his chest and it kind of distracted him. And, you know, it really got to him. But it takes the same time it took for that laser to pinch Goku and tack up Goku. It does not take the same time. It doesn't take the same time for the thing to loose its egg inside of Goku's body, because the first thing what happens is that it has to have a firm grasp around your head. It's not all of a sudden that soon as it jumps on your head, the egg comes out. No, in Alien vs. Predator, and even in all of the comics, they let you know how long precisely that it takes for its Xenomorph egg to go into your body. It tells you. It literally takes about 2 or 3 seconds, right? It takes about 2 or 3 seconds. So even at that time, because it's not like the laser that hit Goku, as soon as the Xenomorph egg jumps on Goku's face, it'll go right down Goku's body. No, it's not going to happen until it firmly grabs Goku's head and wraps around his body and the egg will literally shoot through, has to go right through his mouth and go out of his body. So the problem with this scenario is that by the time it grabs on Goku and releases its egg, Goku would have already ripped the egg off. Rip the thing off his head, because the first thing that we're going to have to go over is that Goku is universal. Okay, I mean, he is a very powerful being. Okay, so we're gonna lowball Goku to like a planetary scale. Goku having the physical strength to blow up the planet. If that alien was to jump on his face to release the egg, Goku having that type of reflection and that type of speed, he would literally just rip the egg off. He will rip the hand off of his head. He will literally do that. And what I'm trying to explain to you is, let's say it took the bullet 2 seconds to pierce Goku after it was shot. No, after the laser was shot, it hit Goku. So it's not like automatically when the Xenomorph releases its egg inside Goku, it'll just automatically happen as soon as it makes the attachment. No, it's a process. The first thing that basically happened, as shown in the Alien vs. Predator movie, is that these things jump onto your head, okay? Once they jump onto your head with a firm grasp, then its own self, it opens its mouth within a matter of seconds, and it then releases the egg in you. And it stays on your face after it releases the egg in you. It stays on your face, and then after the egg leaves the body, you can just firmly rip it off your head. So they basically use this for host. Now, and they use its host, and they could take on the DNA, the genetics of all sorts. But in this scenario, this video is taking a lot longer. But in that same source is that if it jumps on Goku's head, right, and Goku basically, and it wraps around Goku's head, right in the minute it grabs Goku, he will snatch it off his head. Okay? I mean, that's just how fast it is. So the same time it'll jump on Goku's head, it will have to quickly release the egg before it like grasps his head. As soon as it touches his head, it has to release his egg. But it's not going to happen because it needs a firm, strong grip on its host face. If it doesn't have a strong, firm grip on the host face, it cannot, nor will it not, release the egg. It's not going to happen. It doesn't matter if the host has his mouth closed. The alien skin, baby skin, is, like they said on Reddit, is like titanium steel, okay? Even as an infant, and they could just like break through your teeth. Like even if you got your mouth closed, they could just basically break through your teeth once it released the egg and go down into your body. But overall, this will not happen to Goku because technically when it jumps on Goku's face, Goku will grab the egg and slam it to the ground. There's not a single alien in the universe that will phase a problem to Goku, because Goku is pretty much like a giant, and these aliens are like ants to him. So it really wouldn't even happen to Goku like that. And when you basically hear a Noob talk like that, usually when people say stuff like, oh, an alien could beat Goku, or a Xenomorph alien could beat Goku, or the Prometheus beings has technology to give Goku a run for his money, or we have another individual whose scale above existence could beat freaking Goku, at least hypothetical Goku, or he could beat Goku at his state. You know, when you basically hear stuff like that, it's just noobs. They don't know what they're talking about. They got a bunch of noobs on their channel, so of course they're gonna like what that person say because they like that person, and they don't do no research. They don't have any understanding of any Dragon Ball Z character, point blank and period. So that's why they say stuff like this. This is your guy Evaluator. I possibly will be making part 2 of this video, so we're just gonna come at all in conclusions. No, a xenomorph alien cannot attack Goku. It won't even be able to pierce his skin because Goku can literally harden his body, and he's way more stronger than one planet. Now, I know that there's not a single alien on a planet, okay, in the universe that can snap its fingers with its power and destroy the planet, because Goku can do that. Goku can literally do anything with his ki. If he actually wanted to, Goku will explode this alien as soon as it jumps on its face with his ki. Goku has a massively fast behind reaction. Oh, why he didn't have the reaction with the laser speed? Well, that's because the laser was planned. So in this case, if you want to say that this attack was planned, then that means the alien egg would not have attacked him at the same time the laser affected Goku. It doesn't happen because getting shot with a bullet does not equate to an animal jumping on your face, gripping your head and releasing its egg through your body. It doesn't happen like that, okay? It really doesn't. You know, it's a 2 second, it's almost like a 2 second, 3 second process. But I'm just gonna highball it to a 2 second process. And Goku's faster than 2 seconds. Let's highball it to a 1 second ratio. Oh, actually, let's put this to a 0.3 second ratio. Okay, and Goku's way faster than that. He's way faster than that. Because as shown, this alien needs to have a grip. Once it gets the grip and jumps onto your head, then it releases its egg through your body. And not to also mention that even when it does grasp on Goku's head, Goku would have been already stripped it off. And you telling me that if Goku cannot rip this baby off his head as soon as it grabs his head, and he could actually blow up the entire planet with his brute strength, he could rip through tectonic plates like with his brute strength, and you tell me that this thing cannot rip off Goku? Like Goku can't rip this thing off of his head? I mean, it seems to me that this noob over here that's talking is saying that this alien is stronger than Goku. So in this case, I want to see some evidence where this alien could punch a hole in a planet and blow up the whole planet with his physical strength. That is what I'll be waiting for. This is your guy, Evaluator, out.